now that animals are deemed to be desexed before 3 months of age with cats and before 6 months of age with dogs. And the trouble is people aren't getting that message, and we're still getting heaps of puppies and kittens dumped. The trouble is that we do our very best by the animals, but we do not have the space sometimes for the whole heaps of animals that we get, and sometimes we don't have the funding to do it. What people don't realise is that we get much less than 10% of our funding from government. People think that we're a government organisation, and we're not, and we make all of our money by donations from the public, so it's on days like this. So on behalf of the Vet Clinic of RSPCA, thank you very much for coming out, because this is basically how we fund what we do. Thank you.
No, thank you. And for all your hard work that you do. So I hope everyone out there has listened to the message from the vets and get your dogs and get your cats desexed and tell your friends to do the same.
Wonderful, thank you very much. Big round of applause and warm welcome to Dr. Shauna O'Meara, ladies and gentlemen, from the RSPCA vet here today. Thank you very much. I think it's now time for the Walk of Fame, is it?
It is indeed, Pete. Just a couple of important announcements as we're bringing the dogs up on stage. We've got obviously the second heat of Pup Idol coming up in a few minutes, but also our sponsors. We did a lot of work recognising sponsors this morning and some more sponsors this afternoon to thank. We've got Hasbro up there near the RSPCA tent selling some fantastic merchandise for kids. Hasbro, one of the major partners of RSPCA this year, doing a fantastic job. And of course Westpac, all our registrations this year were staffed by staff from the Westpac branches here across Canberra. They're a major supporter of RSPCA here today. We're very proud to have that ongoing support, which is fantastic. So come on down for Pup Idol for the second heat, but yes, Walk of Fame now, I think.
One last thing before we do head into the Walk of Fame. There is a dog out there called Dougal who has lost his little tag. It's a red bone and it goes on his collar. We do have a phone number, but maybe someone is out there who can look at Dougal's neck and see whether he's got his tag on or not. If you have noticed that it's missing, you can look to it.
That's great. Now it is time for the Walk of Fame, sponsored by Commonwealth Motors. So I think it's about time for us to get this thing started. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. We've got a whole range of dogs to come on.
Wonderful. The Walk of Fame, for those of you who don't know, the aim of today is to raise awareness about rescuing dogs. And so there are some dogs who have been rescued in the past, and they are back here. And I have spoken to many people today who have brought their dogs back, not for one, not for two, not for three, but for 4 years in a row. So today we're going to meet some of the success stories, if you like, of the RSPCA. So first up, we have got Doug. Doug, after wandering the streets for 2 weeks before arriving at the shelter, a number of grass seeds had penetrated Doug's feet, causing him significant pain. However, that didn't stop this happy-go-lucky man from being his charming self and having everyone at the shelter fall head over heels in love with him. He was such a favourite among the volunteers that regular debates would break out over who loved him the most. He spent his time giving the best cuddles and was no doubt one of the happiest, most docile visitors the RSPCA's annual centre.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doug.
Next up, we've got Buddy.
Buddy was only 3 months old when he came into the shelter last year. Just 3 months. This enthusiastic little man was a little too enthusiastic when it came to food. Would unfortunately guarded from anyone that came close. Through positive reinforcement training, Buddy was able to control his urge around his food and be placed up for adoption. You see how docile he is now. However, even as a shining little pup, Buddy waited 5 months before his new family came through the doors and gave him a home that would have exceeded his wildest dreams, everyone. Buddy.
He's very cute and well behaved.
Handsome dog.
Next up, we have Snooker, with a skinny body and ears covered in insect bites. Snooker arrived at the shelter in pretty bad shape. He was a cautious man who had trouble trusting new people, belonging to some people more quickly than others. However, for Snooker and his new family, there was an instant connection in their very first meeting. Snooker was a resident at the RSPCA for 3 months, and we remembered the adorable snorting noises he would make, as if he was trying to have a conversation with you every time he popped in to say hello.
Everybody, say hello to Snooker.
Maybe snort at him. I don't know.
Next up, we got Freya. Now, prior to meeting her perfect match, Freya had already been through the shelter twice before. This gorgeous girl unfortunately had a fascination with kangaroos, let's face it, who doesn't? And no matter how high the fences were, they were no match for Freya. Despite this, Freya was the perfect dog at the shelter, always stepping in to help the behavioural trainers teach dogs to be just like her in any situation. Cool, calm and collected, as you can see. Everybody say hello to Freya.
How are you?
Clap for Freya. Next up we have Oki. Oki first arrived at the shelter in early 2010. He had trouble trusting people, and after months of work with a dedicated behavioural team, Oki's personality began to show through. Before meeting his perfect match, Oki was adopted by another family, but unfortunately, it seemed he was not ready to find his forever home. He had a homing device set on the RSCPA and made his own way back to the shelter on 3 separate occasions, travelling halfway across Canberra to do so. Soon after his escaping days, Oki did connect to a special family that could not resist his charm. Following 7 months at the shelter, he was adopted and has never looked back.
Everybody say hello to Oki. Now, before Oki does disappear, we're going to keep Oki on stage just for a minute and bring out Winter. Finally, Winter never knew that at one stage her best friend was living only a few doors down in the very same shelter. These two actually know each other quite well. Just shy of her 2nd birthday, Winter was your typical adolescent with the motto, live life to the fullest. She was the life of the party at the RSCPA, giving every moment maximum enthusiasm and exuberance. And after 3 months, this lively girl officially became an extended part of Oki's family. As you can see, they're very happy together.
She's trying to steal the limelight from us.
It's all right, I think she's doing a better job than we can anyway. Thank you very much, Oki and Winter. Big round of applause for everybody up here today, ladies and gentlemen.
So they are just some of the success stories of the RSCPA and the ACT, and there are many, many more out there, and there are many, many more still to come. So if you would like to adopt a dog, please head down to the shelter and see what sort of home you can provide for these gorgeous animals. I think up next we've got the second pup idol.
Yeah, just about actually. So, no, not yet. No, still working things out. I just wanted to point one thing out just quickly, actually. As far as adopting pets around here today, if you actually see a dog running around with this attached to them, this RSCPA, Rescue Me, okay? And they're the ones that are up for rescuing today. So please, by all means, go up and say hello and shake their hand and give them a good home if you can.
35, I'll do that for the hand. That's the only day.
If you've got time as well, have a walk around and check out some of the tents that we've got. We've got merchandise from the RSCPA, which does include similar jackets to the one that we've just held up. We've also got a couple at the store. I haven't checked in with them yet, but I'm pretty sure they might have sold out. So head on down if you haven't already got one. You should head over that way. And we've also got the Canberra Milk store. Canberra Milk is a major sponsor of today's event. If you're feeling a little peckish, grab yourself food over at the Lions. Lions is a major sponsor or a major charity organisation linked to today's event.
We're going to take a quick break. Just before we do, I've got a bit of a funny story actually. Everybody would recognise Danielle from Win News, right? Yeah? Okay, that's good. Glad to see you paying attention. I actually had no idea, and when I first met her, I said, oh, hello, what are you doing? It was sort of like, well, I read the news. Okay, well, it's lovely to meet you, finally. You have to forgive me, I'm a Perth boy. We're not really smart when it comes to being up there. You did speak about food. I'm feeling a bit peckish, so we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back very soon. Continue enjoying the day, everybody.
And there's some free yoga treats for the dogs. And humans can also eat them. I've had several today. They taste yummy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they like it.
The dash hound is gone, Mari. Oh. Right, hurry on. Right. One second.
Bye.
Thank you.